everybody, welcome into another episode of the Football Show with No Name, special playoff edition for fantasy. We will talk some fantasy football. We will talk some real football. We had some wild ass games that came down to last seconds. We had more injuries. We had people coming off injuries. So let's start it off by talking about just real football and some of the major games that happened last week. So, Ferg, start us off. What game got your attention last week?
Last week, me and Lauren's boys were in a sort of a little shit bowl. So, I talked shit about that. I take wins with them. I think the game that I saw last week was Panthers. No idea that the Panthers had it in the beat around. I literally had no clue that they were even close in this game.
Yeah.
And now, basically, NFC South's probably going to come down to both games against Tampa Bay.
Yep.
To see the division.
And they're 7-6 right now, right?
This will go to my JJ McCarthy rant. Here's my question: do you think? So Bryce Young has been 3 years now?
Yeah.
So, because I'm also asking this question because I worry about it for my team. They come in as rookies. They always say that they need time to develop. They need time to develop. They need time to develop. Some of them don't. Most of them do. Do you think it's that he's just needed more time to understand NFL pay? Like what?
I mean, I think
that's what it was, because that would be great. He's the first overall pick, and now he's all of a sudden flipped around.
Yeah, I think that Canales may be better than people once thought. What do you think, Ferg? You're the one local, so what do you think?
I'm not a Bryce hater, but I'm not a Bryce guy either. I think when Bryce got there, Panthers are in good shape. I probably got to go with what you said. Canales is a little bit of a whisperer. And he kind of jump-started Baker. McVay put him on the right track, and then Canales kind of smoothed the edges out, and now Baker's $504,000 a year after Canales still. I don't know. I'm a 50-50. This might be like a fool's gold type of thing that Bryce wins the NFC South, Panthers get home game, anything can happen.
Yeah,
you end up
it's interesting.
Giving this dude $200 million for 5 years. If I'm a Panthers fan, as bad as I want to win at 7-6 right now, I think the best thing that could happen to the Panthers would be to go 7-10, miss playoffs, and then go to free agency and get a bigger quarterback. A bigger quarterback with that coach, with another year of that defense, with Rico. With Chuba, definitely. They need to find a way to re-sign Rico, and then I think we're business. I
don't know if I would go after anyone. There's nobody that there's trash next year for quarterbacks anyway. But if he it's him. He's going out there and making these moves and these plays, and he's they give him Tedero, excuse me, and I'm like, it can't be simply I give you another offensive weapon, and all of a sudden, because he doesn't have anyone. But
I don't think it's a weapon. I think I'm just not a fan of, in this day and age, where all your offensive line are 6'8", 6'9", your wide receivers are 6'3" and up, and you got the Doug Flutie quarterback out there.
He's shorter. I didn't realize he was shorter.
Purdue, and then hit some of the hits that he takes. I mean, Panthers are barely holding together on the offensive line. Let's not be crazy about it. The Rams scored 31 points with 2 turnovers. What happens if Michael Jackson drops that interception or doesn't make that play? I mean, they get blown out. We're done talking about the Panthers. That's pretty much it. I mean, they might make the playoffs. I mean, they made the playoffs a couple years ago, but 7-8-1 and actually won a playoff game. So, long term, if you're a fan, look at the playoffs. If you're not a fan, take the draft pick. See if you can get another offensive lineman or defensive lineman and go from there. That's just my opinion. And make Bryce play out. I'm not giving them a new contract, though.
It's an interesting story because here you got the team that traded CMC 2 years ago. It's really interesting. And I like to say it gives me a little bit of hope that you can take a rookie and develop them, because at this point there are no free agent next year is going to be rough for people that don't have quarterbacks.
Yep. All right.
I'm gonna interrupt the Panthers talk for 2 seconds and jump right to some fantasy shit right quick because I know you like this shit.
Let's do it.
So, league where I'm blatantly tanking to try to get the number 1 overall. I have like 2 good pieces on my team. One of them happens to be Nico Collins, and the team that I think is probably going to make the play. I'm sure he wants Nico for DK and his first round pick next year. What are you doing?
Why not?
What are
Is
you
it
doing?
is it keeper or dynasty?
Dynasty?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I keep hearing you think because I was all upset I lost my first round, and Brandon said to me, next year's trash. He was like, dude, you're not like who would you target? Like I would look at who are you targeting? Because Nico Collins for DK's not been that solid. You don't know where he's gonna be next year. You got broken nose McGee out there, and like I don't know. I would be hesitant to let go of Nico.
I am. Because my quarterbacks on this is an old dynasty team that just died and fell apart. Like Deshaun Watson's still on my IR.
Wow.
Then Flacco, Justin Fields, and Baker. Those are my quarterbacks.
Baker and Nico right there is who's your running
I'm
back?
starting Jameson Williams, Coker, Collins, Njoku, Godwin. Like it's an old team, but I just don't know if I want to. Hey, Nico, golly.
I mean,
but what are you're
as
getting
somebody
a
who
first round
has
draft
traded
pick.
Nico in a dynasty league, I wouldn't do it.
But you're getting a number 1 pick. So is there somebody in college right now and with that you would be able to get the pick?
And where is the number 1 pick?
Right.
Now, 20 days ago, I turned on AJ Brown in the first round pick for Nico because I thought AJ Brown was done. Just he has 2 big games, but now he only wants to offer me DK and a first. Now, if you give me AJ Brown right now, I might take it first for Nico. This is greedy.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it sounds like a very enticing. I mean, it depends on who's going to be the Steelers quarterback next year, right? Because I mean, they gave him that bag, right? In DK, they gave him $150 million. So are they going to put a better quarterback? Is Aaron Rodgers there for another year, like he said he wanted to be? Like what? Nobody knows what's going to happen, right?
He is so beat up.
So I mean, I don't know, man.
On that for a while. Sleep on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you might want to sleep on it, but I mean, I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's a bad deal.
The Texans are on like the rise too right now. I don't know.
That's another game we can go ahead and jump in and talk about. The Texans beating the Colts in Indianapolis, right?
Yep.
So now they're a game back in the South, in the AFC South, with Jacksonville and Indianapolis leading the way, right? So I mean, it's Daniel Jones had a hot start. Now he's not so great. Jonathan Taylor's had a bad, rough last couple games.
Broken foot or broken leg. Fibula, is that leg, foot?
That's true. So he's not the runner he once.
Right.
Was the rent, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to end up being a great race in the AFC South. We had the Bengals beating the Ravens on Thanksgiving Day. Right. So talk about those Thanksgiving Day games. So Ravens and Bengals and Joe Burrow coming back and being Joe Burrow. I
fell asleep because I made the whole Thanksgiving dinner and I didn't realize the undertaking that was. I'd never done a turkey before. Like I'm like heaving because that's the most disgusting thing I've ever done. It's a lot. I went to bed thinking it would be fine. I was like, I'll wake up, Ravens will have won. Nope.
Yep. Nope. Not so much. So then you got the Packers and the Lions. The Packers get the season sweep over the Lions. Jordan Love had a really good game. He was the number 2 fantasy quarterback on the week.
Them boys beat
right.
The Super Bowl contenders in 4 days.
The only time that I'm actually okay with the Cowboys winning is when they beat the Chiefs and try to knock them out of the playoffs.
And I got flack for that. I said the same thing. I was like, thank God.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, it's the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Cowboys.
Like I'd rather the stadium collapse and both of them lose, or go to a tie and both of them lose.
I think Dak though. Dak's like I I like him because he's a good dude. Like he seems like a really good person.
Well, he's
I
great
can't,
for
like,
my
hate
fantasy
him.
team. He's great for my fantasy
Yeah.
team this year. So, all right. So, then I'm gonna say something, and then Lauren, I need you to earmuffs. Okay. So let's go to the Friday night game, the Bears and the Eagles, and Chicago and the Caleb Williams led Bears beating the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Lauren, earmuffs.
I'm okay with Ben. I'm okay.
Ferg.
I thought he was funny shit when he took his shirt off.
Is Ben Johnson better than or as good as advertised?
Better.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that thought this week about how
better than advertised.
Not just me that says it. There's a certain other new coach that's not getting a lot of positive vibes anymore in New Orleans. So yeah, I would have taken him.
Yeah, I mean, it's you may not like the guy, you know what I mean? No, she doesn't like the guy, but it doesn't mean
I don't
she
like
can't
him because he's
respect it.
shit talks.
Yeah, you know.
That's what makes us like him.
Yeah.
But but the way he did it, dude, he was like ragging on Jared Goff and the guy that gave him a shot while he's leaving. Like, I'm like, come on, dude, have some tact.
Yeah, like why?
And I thought about what you were saying as we were, another football coach this week. And I'm thinking about coaches, and I'm thinking about how we relate this to our job. Somebody says, Lauren, you're at your company with my name and you are XY position. Hey, I know you guys are working on this big project trying to open this hotel in like 2 months. Come on over to California. Help me build my Taj Mahal hotel. I'm going to pay you 7 times as much as what you're currently making there in your happy little Maryland town. Are you saying no? Or are you saying yes?
I mean, that depends on the kind of person you are. If I was like, what's his face on the Commanders or what's his face on the Bills, I would stay. I would want to stay and watch
money.
Yeah, I would.
Right now,
I would want to take that.
Washington ever.
The Lions have never won a Super Bowl. To know that you're that close and that you're one of the play that would be absolutely. You can't have that anywhere else. You could not anywhere else.
Guarantee, though.
It was if he stayed out there.
Well, apparently because he's the key. Because they're not looking any better this year without me.
Dan Campbell's got to stop play calling. But I'm just saying, like, they were close enough that if it was me, like, would you want to take a historic Super Bowl win, or you want to go do your own team?
I want 7 times as much money.
I would want that historic win. I would want
7 times as much money as I was making.
and I want to be in charge. Like, I want to be the guy. If you're in coaching, I don't really believe. I think most coaches want to be the guy, and somewhere along the way settle for being lifelong running back coach, lifelong OC, lifelong special teams coordinator. But I can't imagine that as a little boy, little girl watching football, you like, yeah, I'd be good with being fifth in charge. I want to be the guy. If you're a coach, you have an ego.
Some guys don't think like that. What's the offensive coordinator in Buffalo? I can't think of his name. He said no for the same reason.
And I think those are the guys, that don't win. Like, if you don't want to be the guy, you don't want to have the spotlight, you don't want to be in the press conferences, riding in the parade because I made a play call. I put this guy in. I called that play. Then why are you coaching?
Me personally, if it was me, because I'm one of those people that won't take a promotion because I don't want to be that person. I mean, I get it. I would rather go for the historic win and be with the team that I helped build and had like that much heart for. If it's me, the money's not worth it to me if my heart's not in it.
Okay.
So I'm just a corporate raider. I get it. I understand. I'm a money whore. I understand.
I can't do it. Coach. I would want to be in Detroit to take home that first. The first Super Bowl the city has ever won.
I mean,
did you pay? Go ahead.
No, I mean, do you think they're going to win?
No, they're not going to win this year. But I'm saying, like, where they left off last year, that was like, let's be honest. The Commanders came out, they won, and it was totally like any given like they should not have won that game. Like that was not their game to win. They stole it. I mean, they played well. They won the game, but it wasn't their game to win. Like whatever happened that day is not what the Lions were the better team.
That's just it.
So
In football, it's your day. Like when you're the Patriots and you're 17-0, and you run up against noodle arm Eli. It's
I don't
just
want to
not
talk
your
about
day.
that.
It's just not your day.
I've never been so angry as I was that Super Bowl. I
Yeah.
didn't
What
talk
are
to
you
people for
repping today
weeks.
anyway? What do you have? I'm trying to look at the number. What jersey are you repping today?
It's got to be
Oh.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
this is
I
Hutchinson. Okay,
accidentally emasculated this guy yesterday over a Patriots jersey. Actually, I
Oh.
walk in to pick Lucan up at daycare, and this guy's got on this like fancy Patriots jacket with patches, like it looked like one of those like 1950s Letterman jackets. And I said, "Oh man, and the playoffs are coming up. I would like to be involved this year." So I decided, you know what, let me get a new Patriots jersey because I know New Orleans isn't going. So the jersey I selected, I can't think of anybody better, was Ty Law. So I walk in and I said, "Oh man, I just got my Ty Law jerseys coming." And he was like, "Who?" And I said, "Ty
What?
Law." He's like, "Who? What?" And I said, "Our Hall of Fame cornerback that played with."
20? Was he 20?
No, he's like my
21?
age. No, he was like, and I was like, he played with Vrabel. Do you know who Vrabel
He
is?
was
Like,
wearing a jacket because it was cold.
Bro.
yeah, and he,
So
yeah,
he emasculated himself, Lauren.
He emasculated
You
himself.
had no
That's
part of
bad.
that. You had no part of
Don't
that.
call his wife's jacket. He didn't called him out. He
Like,
thought I
you're
would
that
wear
big
his
of a
jacket
Patriots
around
fan,
and
you don't know who
nobody
Ty
would
Law
say
is?
anything.
Yo, that is
I
is
finally was
wild.
like, "How long have you been a Patriots fan?" He was like, "My whole life." I was like, "You really don't know who
Sure,
Ty
bro.
Law is?"
Nope.
How do you
Not
watch
a fan.
football in period and don't know who
Hey,
Tyler
look,
is?
hold on. Maybe he's 10-second Tom. We don't know, right? Like we don't know.
He said he
that
was
would be something that.
Cool. He said, "I haven't been in Boston. I lived there until I was 18." I'm like, dude, there's still like
Oh,
no.
so you just don't watch
Fucking
football?
thing.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
So let's run through a few of these games real quick, just real quick. So because I want to get to some fantasy stuff because it's playoffs coming up after this week, so we need to dive into some fantasy stuff.
Yes, I have one story from real football though.
Real football, just running through some scores, and if you have something to talk about these games, let's go ahead and do it. 49ers, Browns defense didn't show up like normal. Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy wasn't that great. Jawan Jennings is okay. Start. Okay. But Shador is not good. Right. Well, wasn't good. He wasn't good on Sunday. All right. So then Jags beat the Titans. Everybody knows. Jets beat the Falcons in a weird, ridiculous game. So
I don't know that helps the Jets to win that, but okay.
It doesn't help them at all.
They're fighting with the Titans in New Orleans for the.
You can't even lose right.
No, they can't even lose right. So then we got
Miami. Just lose right.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. So we got the Bucks and the Cardinals. Bucks squeak one out. It wasn't great, but they managed to win with a hurt Baker Mayfield. So Godwin is, being worked back in. Bucky Irving came back. He looked pretty decent. Say what?
I think Mike Evans is coming back this week.
That would be even better. God. So the Bucks and the Panthers are going to be an interesting story moving on in the NFC South. So the revenge game for Sam Darnold.
Can we please?
Even though JSN did absolutely nothing, Sam Darnold got his
my ass of the week for the last 3 weeks is JJ McCarthy. I was trying to and I was talking to somebody today who actually met him, and apparently he's like a really nice kid, but like
I bet.
Fuck.
Yeah, I bet he's not great.
I mean, like, what the fuck are you thinking? So you let Sam Darnold go, you let Kirk Cousins go, and you put all your chips in on this kid that you don't get to see for an entire year.
I don't know if he let go or if it's the $120 million that Darnold makes versus the $31 million that
JJ McCarthy. Yeah, no, and I think
it's not that bad though, and it's like you got a problem because Justin Jefferson wants out.
Yeah, well, because his quarterback situation is terrible. So they got to get a quarterback.
Jefferson has like you say, people have to take accountability. When you make $150 million as a receiver,
yeah,
I mean, you have a kid quarterback.
Yeah,
froze up. Right. What'd you say? If you make 150,
you're eating all the money up.
Yeah, no, he is eating all the money up. I mean, that's for sure. Yeah. Their cap is crazy. So I want real quick. I heard something about this Jets Falcons game. I meant to say something. So Tyrod Taylor and Kirk Cousins started against each other. Ferg, did you hear this stat? So Tyrod Taylor and Kirk Cousins started against each other on Sunday. The last time they faced off against each other as starting quarterbacks was 2015.
Jesus.
And they were both top 5 quarterbacks that week.
I believe it.
Let me I hadn't finished college yet. We hadn't had the pandemic. Like, wow, that's like we're 1 year into Trump, right? No,
Pretty
not
crazy,
even.
right? Not
15?
even. Like 15. 15.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, anyway. So
15 were ending Obama, right?
ending Obama.
Ending Obama.
Yeah, ending. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
Raiders,
Obama.
Chargers did their thing. Justin
little
Herbert
concerned.
has a broken
surgery.
left hand. Well, he has a
had
broken
him in
left hand.
surgery yesterday.
They said he probably wasn't going to miss. Marion's probably coming back this week, but we'll see.
Too late.
Bills went in and took care of the Steelers. People are calling for Mike Tomlin's job. It's like, what does this dude have to do to like just get some like grace, right? And I know the NFL is like, what have you done for me now situation, but man, they've had 3 coaches in their history, 4 coaches in their history.
I don't think this is anything other than it's just time for a new voice.
Yeah, maybe, and that may be the thing.
I think Tomlin would be straight if he just immediately went to somewhere else. That team becomes better.
That's what I was about to say. Go to New Orleans.
Becomes better. Are they going to take him? They just pay
no. They're not going to kick out Kellen Moore. They're going to give him some years. All right. So Broncos went into DC and beat the Commanders. They're talking about Jake Daniels coming back maybe this week. I don't know why. I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't understand that. So I want to talk about 2 more games. I'm going to end it with the Monday night game, but let's talk about the Lauren and Jeff Bowl. I didn't get to watch any of that game.
So
tell me what happened.
I'm just going to tell you the feel-good story of the game because I don't feel like people really caught on to this one. It was about the kicker. So the kicker, the Saints had to let go of Blake Grupe. He's a very nice dude. He's very involved in the city, but he sucks. So they let him go. So the guy that, we had Justin Tucker try out, but the guy who won the position is Charlie Smith. He's been with the Saints for 2 years. He's been on the practice squad. He's never played football before. He started emailing the NFL like repeatedly. He lives in Ireland. He's from Ireland. He played Gaelic football. And he started emailing. And then finally he got a shot and he was like, I can kick that ball. Just let me come over. So they brought him over in his whatever the international players program is. So he comes over, he does preseason, but like they've been trying to like teach him how to like basically aim it. But he's got a really good leg. So he won out the starting position. He found out Friday. His parents jumped on a plane in Dublin, flew to New Orleans to watch. They showed. I don't know if you saw there's all these bars in Ireland that were watching the game, and So I just thought that was like he's a cool kid too.
That's
and then
cool.
Of course a Gaelic or rugby player can do a squib kick, an onside kick better than an American. Like, I don't know why they haven't done this before. Like, that's literally a kick you do every game. But I thought that was really cool.
Here's my takeaway from the game. I believe
that's all I got from that game.
We have acknowledged that Tyler Shuff is not good at football.
Tyler Shuck? He's not.
He was 239-2.
He's got the highest completion ratio of any of the rookie quarterbacks.
He's not good at football. He plays for the Saints. Come on now.
Dude, I could argue all day why that's
the whole point to that was no one's counting on him. Nobody's saying he's a top 25 or 30 quarterback in the NFL. Yet he went for 239, 2-1, and somebody on the other side who makes $160 million went for 157 yards and an interception.
All right.
Why are we winning games? Why are we trying to win and not get the number 1 pick?
Here's why you're not right, though.
It's wild, man. It's wild.
The Saints' offensive line is trash. They don't have anybody. They worked on No, they have outside guys. They don't have anyone on the inside. They got rid of their wide receivers. They got a coach. It's not even Tyler Shuck. Kellen Moore makes the worst play calls. Like, I don't know if he's nervous or like it's his play call. Like, because if you look at Tyler Shuck's stats and like where he ranks, like he's not.
So do you think the combination of Jawan Johnson and Taysom Hill is not better than 87-year-old Darren Waller.
Oh God, the Taysom.
Okay,
Taysom
I'll give you
Hill
another
thing.
one. Name
What's
one
another-
Miami offensive lineman.
Why are you pulling your quarterback out of the red zone to put fucking Taysom Hill in? Because guess what? Everybody knows what's going to happen. It's a direct snap to Taysom Hill. Like why did he call it? Like he calls terrible plays.
And if we take away concussions, there's no way Chris Olave is not better than Jalen Waddle. It just is what it is.
Dude.
He is what it is.
Jalen Waddle at least doesn't drop the ball.
He's not Olave. He's not Chris Olave.
But
Not
right
a
now,
healthy, on point, unconcussed Olave is a top 10 wide receiver in football.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Easily.
Utilized
You can't say that about Waddle.
They keep using him as like slot receiver, and that's like not his role. They don't have Devon Vele's stepped out, and that was pretty cool. Like that's the first wide receiver they have that's like big body wide receiver. They have a bunch of fast guys, but they don't have anybody that can like do contested catches. The whole team is trash. Like Tyler
how good Denver really is that they just let him walk.
Which for
They just let Vele walk for nothing because that's how good.
No,
Denver is
I was
how
pissed.
deep they are.
They got 2 draft picks next year for him.
I'm just saying they are deep. Denver is deep.
I don't think the problem is Tyler Shuck at the moment. Maybe next year, but right now their problem is everything else. Except the defense is okay. Do you see Danny Stutzman take Achane and body slam him there?
If it wasn't for Achane, I wouldn't even watch these bums.
Oh God,
he's the only reason to watch. He is the only reason to watch.
He is awesome. I love watching
that and to see what kind of
I mean, he's
Mike
good.
got on every week.
He is.
Right.
I heard the Saints analysts were saying today, they're like, God, we need somebody like Achane. Why can't we have somebody like Achane? Like,
I mean, you did it forever.
He's
with
he's
Kamara.
just 62. He's 62 years old.
I mean, you did forever. You had Achane before. You had the original Achane. Well, maybe not the original. Achane, but I don't know, Ferg. Like we can.
Isn't Achane faster?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if anybody was faster than Kamara, like on the football field.
Kamara was nice 40. In his prime.
He was quick.
He's nice.
Yeah,
no,
that's for sure.
Quick.
All right, so now let's get to the Monday night game. First of all, I want to talk about how Jackson Dart needs to calm the fuck down.
Yes.
Learn how to play quarterback in the NFL because these are not college kids; these are grown.
Right, it's like backyard ball, and
they want to hurt you.
You ever seen the movie?
Get out of bounds.
Invincible movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Yep.
He reminds me of how they play football in their dirt backyards with and like beat the shit up. That's what he's doing.
You gotta calm down.
Not going to be in the
10 feet in the air. Dude, flew 10 feet in the air. Then his best friend defends him and gets a 15-yard penalty. That was a big penalty for the game because at that point, the Giants had momentum. They had just scored. Darius Slayton had just caught a touchdown, and we'll talk about that in a few moments. But Darius Slayton just caught a 30-yard touchdown, where he was covered by 4 guys. So they had some momentum, the Patriots had just run a kickback and then they would go down to score and then they stopped them. And so they had some momentum and then dude gets a penalty. I understand he wants to protect his friend and his quarterback, but it was a legal hit. It was a perfectly good hit. And it made me happy for the game. So then let's talk about. So first of all, the Patriots, the better team. There was a 10-2 versus a 2-10.
Let's go back to the Drake May discussion from 5 weeks ago.
That's what I was about to bring up. So Drake May was 24 for 31 for 276 and 2.
Are we still going to take Matt Stafford, Jeff? Because I'm still taking Drake May.
Matt Stafford's going to win MVP.
I'm taking Drake, but I understand Ferg why you.
Matt Stafford's going to win MVP.
I understand why you say that. I'm just saying I take Drake every time at this moment.
I'm not mad at Drake. It's two different things. Right now, Stafford is what's the magazine? What's the car magazine that gives out the award every year? Stafford is that new car, best car.
Auto Trader.
Auto Traders, 2020 Toyota
JD
Camry.
Power.
JD Power. Matt Stafford is the Camry. It's steady, it's reliable. You know what it's gonna be. You know what it's gonna do. Every couple of years, the Camry changes up the body. You be like, God damn, that shit look good. That is Matt Stafford. Drake May is the brand new.
Is an Audi.
Drake May is the brand new Audi A8. It looks great. It's flashy. I don't know if it's gonna
Hunter
last
Henry looking
20
like
years
Travis
like
Kelce.
the Camry that old lady at your church drives. I don't know if that Audi's gonna last 25, 30 years like that, especially running. The way you're running, I don't know. He ever
Hey,
gets
bro.
one of those Jackson Dart
Hey,
type
bro.
shots.
Not everybody has to be Aaron Rodgers and Brett
So that's what
Favre
I'm saying. They're
and all those
doing it
guys
two
that played for
different
20 years.
ways.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I
Somebody could
would
be
know.
Barry Sanders.
I think Matt Stafford in New England, they switch places. New England will be worse off because Matt Stafford can't extend the play. I
Right.
also think if Drake was playing with Devontae and Puka,
Jesus.
I don't know if he's as accurate as Matt Stafford has been this year to
Man,
hit
I
those
mean,
guys.
No, that's
So
fair
I
because
just
his wide
it's just
receivers are
two
younger.
different. They're
Yeah.
doing it two different kind of ways. You know, they're both
Yeah.
having great seasons. They're both in the top 3 of the MVP voting. Gotta be. I don't know who guy number 3 would be, but
Yeah.
unless you're gonna go
Also,
with
let's give some
Jonathan
love
Taylor.
to the coach
Jonathan
because
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
the
The
Titans
non-nobody
threw
line
Vrabel away
quarterback.
like he was trash, and the Titans are where right now? Like
Hey,
that.
look, I will say this: Cam Ward is playing better.
He
So
is
I will
playing
say
better.
that. He's playing better, but they're still terrible. So you know what's crazy? And I was listening to the Ballers today, and they were talking about Tony Pollard. I'm a couple of behind.
I was just
And-
going to give you the Tony Pollard stat too.
How Tony Pollard has played every game this year. He hasn't missed a game. He really doesn't miss snaps, and he's terrible.
He's ass.
Please forget he's a football player.
No one
Right.
No one
I forgot he
has
was there.
less yards with 250 plus carries
Ever in NFL history.
than ever in history. And
But
you
is
have
it
a
him or
rookie
is it the
quarterback.
offensive line?
But
Oh,
they
it's
have
the
a
offense.
decent line.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
the
offense
offense
in general.
altogether is just
It's coaching and
The-
offense.
The,
Bad
the
play
Saints
calling.
are not helping Kamara at all
When you
with
have
their
a-
offense.
you have a
Bad
rookie-
play calling.
You have a rookie coach, a rookie quarterback. You gotta have a good running game. You
Yep.
got
Yeah.
to.
Oh
You gotta
yeah,
have solid tight ends
Yep.
and a good running game.
yeah.
You just have to
And their
have
defense
a
can't
And he
stop
doesn't
it.
have.
Dude,
He
he
has
doesn't have good coaching. He doesn't have good coaching. They're not playing. They're not calling good play calls. They're
Give
not.
me
they're not-
Cam Ward
they may not
on
be
the
ca-
Panthers right now,
Oh,
and I'll
They may
sign
not-
up for the Panthers for the next 10 years.
They may not be coaching well enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's.
imagine
may
that
be
coach
what
is
it
on
is.
his way out again.
I would imagine.
I mean,
he's
he's the
on way out,
fill-in.
too.
He's the fill-in, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I
What
mean?
about Tomlin?
Well, that's right, they
Tomlin
give-
in Tennessee.
I mean,
Did
Tomlin might
be
go
a
to
good
Tennessee.
guy? Was
Yes,
he a good
absolutely.
Tennessee
With
guy?
Cam Ward, fuck yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? He's a developer. You know what I
But
mean?
they wish they didn't get rid of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, well, everybody has that. You know what I mean?
Everybody
All right,
fucks up.
So, all right, so let's talk about the Thursday night game real quick before we go into some fantasy stuff. So Thursday night game, we got the Cowboys and we got the Lions.
Them boys.
And so the over-under is a very, very, very tasty 54.5.
Yeah,
With
that's a
I think
good
it's
game.
highest. I think that's the highest over/under of the year. You got Detroit as a 3-point favorite at home. So this is going to be super duper interesting. First thing before we forget,
Aren't you
take out
surprised they're
all of
favored
your
right now?
players out of your flex position and put them in your starting lineup for this Thursday night game because you know you're going to have some. Because literally everybody in this game is startable. So let's just go through that real quick.
Yeah.
Start with the Cowboys.
Everybody.
Dak, yes. CD, yes. Pickens, yes. Devontae,
Is
yes.
Amon-Ra going to play this week?
Ferguson,
Oh, is he
if you-
playing?
I don't know. We don't know yet. So
Don't know
Amon-Ra, if he starts, absolutely you're starting him if he's out there. Jameer Gibbs,
not
you're
Jameson
absolutely
Williams.
starting him if he's out there.
Got to.
And then if not, Jameson Williams. Well, Jameson Williams is a start anyway because the Cowboys
he's a
are
flex.
terrible in the secondary.
And
Like, so he's the
Tesla,
starter.
or whatever that kid.
Yeah,
I
Isaac
put him up in the
Tesla,
league.
right?
If you're
I'm
He's-
picking him up where I
If,
don't.
no,
where I have.
if Amon-Ra's not
Yeah.
playing, Ferg, he caught a touchdown
Don't
last
know
week.
if I want to
when he
go
went out.
Tesla on a Thursday. That's
But
That's
no, here's the
Yeah, but
thing.
who else?
Here's the
They don't
thing.
have
Dicey for the
Laporta.
So let's talk about something that is vital to fantasy. Like everybody
Okay.
in this chat knows it, right? And hopefully somebody's going to learn something today. If you are, this is the last week before the fantasy playoffs. If you're in a real league, this is the last
Yeah.
week of the regular season coming up.
last
Okay?
week.
Week 14. Okay, so the reason you play Isaac Tesla is if you have somebody that you know is going to go out there
That's
and get
right.
you 7 to 10 points, and you're cool with that, and that's what you need because the rest of your lineup is so stacked. You're cool with your flex getting you 7 or 10 points. That's cool. Play your
Hell no.
Wan'Dale Robinson, play your Darius Slayton. Play those guys, right? Play your DK Metcalf even, right? Now, If you need a shot in the dark that is like an adrenaline shot, like Pulp Fiction, the Uma Thurman's heart, right? You play Isaac Tesla if Amon-Ra doesn't play. If Amon-Ra doesn't play.
If Amon-Ra doesn't play, see, I look at it the opposite way. If I've clinched a playoff spot and maybe I'm trying to get 1 or 2 or go up to 3 to 4, I'll play Tesla. If I'm 7-6 or 7-7, 6-7, that I try to get in, I need a better option than that. I need a better option than that. I need a better option than that.
But Ferg, you got to imagine, bro. Like right now, you're one of two things is happening in your fantasy league. If you're fighting for the playoffs, you're fighting for waiver position, right? So do you have the waiver position to get the people that are higher than Tesla? If not, and you're playing on Fab, and do you have 0 Fab dollars? Do you have 5? Do you have 20? Or do you have 100 like Mike Barbie? Right?
To go in all in.
I'm gonna give you some names. That Tesla's a good one. Let's go. Okay.
But also, Jeff, the matchup is
or you play Godwin. You play Chris Godwin or Tesla.
Or
Tesla, because Godwin is getting worked in, dude. He got like 8 snaps last week. What's he gonna get?
Play Tesla or Darius Slayton.
They're going by this week, I thought.
Tesla or Khalil Shakir.
Shakir, because he's been great the last couple. Shakir's been great the last couple weeks.
I really think the matchup, though. Oh, wait,
Tesla,
no, the Bills are playing the Bengals.
Or either rookie receiver from the Texans.
Tesla.
Jaden Higgins.
Ooh, over Higgins?
Yeah, Tesla.
Because he's got a hard
this is what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. What Lauren says, all that. Also, as I said, bro, like Tesla is going to catch that 40-yard pass. If Amon-Ra's not playing, I pick Tesla over
if Goff is playing like that. Because this year I have seen Goff turn back into pumpkin a whole lot more times than I've seen him turn.
I think this week is like it for them. If they don't win, both of those teams have to win this week. It's at least at home in the Dome at Ford Field. Right. Like they have home field.
So y'all want to hear some crazy shit? If the Bears beat the Packers, they're first of the division. If they lose, they fall to 7th.
Listen, there's no time to play around out here. You gotta earn those checks.
What? That's wild.
What worries me about Tesla and all of these guys is that all I've been hearing all week, and not just from the ESPN hype machine, I'm just talking regular writers and people that work for other outlets, is that there is no hotter or better team going right now than the Cowboys.
Than the Bears.
Addition by subtraction seems to have worked for them with Parsons. Maybe I'm in a boat by myself because I am definitely not a Cowboy fan. I think the Cowboys go into the Lions and easily handle them Thursday. That's just how I feel. Like I feel like Pickens and Lamb show the fuck out Thursday night.
If Amon-Ra's not playing, there's a huge difference between
175. I just think the Cowboys win this game by at least 7.
Well, the Lions, if they don't have Amon-Ra, I don't like to have CeeDee Lamb and Pickens, and then to have James and Tesla, like Dak's a better quarterback.
I don't expect them to play. I don't expect Amon-Ra to play. That's why I'm so.
I don't know either. He didn't look like.
It's a low ankle sprain, so that's good news.
I give him a week. He's on a Thursday, and you need it. I feel I can't play you Thursday because I need you for the next 3 after that. But you got to go. I got to think long run. Like we got to win 1 so I can get him for 3. Because if he gets hurt, this one. I don't see him again until maybe NFC Championship or NFC second round. If he really gets hurt, so I think you just got to be like that next man up bullshit that they always say. Somebody got to step up and get these 7 to 8 catches in the slot. But that's what I just think Jameson might go fucking crazy, or Gibbs goes for like 300. Something ridiculous.
I mean, I think this is definitely a Gibbs game because they are really, since they made that Quentin Williams trade, they're really good up the middle. Because that's what they got him. That's why they got him, right? So that's what he's there to do. And so Jahmyr Gibbs is not really that up the middle type gentleman. He is more out of the flats or running outside the tackles.
Right.
You can't believe what?
Gary did something right.
Right. No,
this might actually work out for them.
We don't talk about that. You know what I mean? So
we'll
like,
give Jerry enough
Give
credit.
Jerry as much credit as I do.
no, we give him enough credit.
I mean,
Like,
I'll put that
Well,
on.
I'll say this: I haven't given him enough credit for how the Micah Parsons thing turned out. I really thought that this would be seriously the worst defense in football, and he was able to pull 2-3 deals of dudes sitting on benches, and their whole 6 out of their 11 defensive players starters are completely different now, and they look like a completely different unit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the way
My
it goes
only
sometimes. I mean,
is,
blind squirrel
why
gets a nut every once in a
why
while.
didn't you do that when you had Micah Parsons?
I mean, dude, because he
That's
needed
what I
to trade
don't
Micah
understand.
Parsons, apparently.
It
You know what I mean?
saves him cap space too.
Yeah.
God.
I mean,
But the
that's
guys
absolutely
behind
true.
are like nobodies. They're basic guys. They're guys.
They're guys.
They're no all pros in the mix.
Quinnen Williams is. Quinnen Williams
is, yes, but
Yeah, but now they're
Quinnen Williams
guys that have
Quinnen
beat
Williams
the
ain't
Super
Micah
Bowl.
no, he
Yeah.
ain't Micah
And
Parsons.
He ain't Micah Parsons.
We know he's not Micah Parsons, right? Like, we get that.
No, but I
right?
think they're riding off the fact that they are doing it without Mike Parsons too. Like they're probably amped up. Like they beat the Eagles, you get amped up. That makes you play better.
They better goddamn get Trayvon Diggs some help back there because he stays getting toasted.
Struggle bus.
Struggle bus back there.
All right. So look, we got 20 minutes because Carolina plays Kentucky in a few, and Duke
Oh my God!
I hope Duke is beating or losing to Kentucky. I mean, Florida. So we'll see.
Probably not.
But I mean, they were losing when I came up here, but it was like 10-9. So who knows? But Carolina plays at like 9:30. So I just want to make sure that we're not on past that. But we do need to talk some fantasy stuff. So Ferg, Lauren, I have to start
Duke
like this.
36-24 at half.
Damn. All right. So I have to start like this. You are now looking at the regular season champion of Hoofnagel for this year.
You already won?
Yeah. So I won last week.
That Jonathan Taylor thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I have Jonathan Taylor, Puka, Dak Prescott, and
no one knew Jonathan Taylor was going to be like basically a third quarterback.
Right. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I like winning the regular season. I won the regular season, then I won this last year, and now I won the regular season again, so that makes me happy. Also, Ferg, because I beat you this week, nobody can catch me in Lucky 13, so I also won the regular season in Lucky 13.
Wow.
So that is the first time that I've done that, I think. So I am very happy about that, and that is thanks to Mr. Drake May and Egmeka Ibuka, or as he's known as Emeka Egbigbu.
We can't show no love to the number one team in the show league.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like, bro, well, you'll have your time. But let's talk about Barbie.
The league is going to get interesting because there's like five of us tied at 6 and 7.
No, but we'll talk. Yeah. We'll talk about the show league in a few minutes. Let's talk.
Also, thank you whoever dropped Baker Mayfield.
You know what? You dropped the name just now, and I had something I wanted to ask. Especially because I heard you say earlier, Mike Evans was coming back. They're feeding Godwin into the game. They got Tez Johnson. I shout out to one of our guys, plays in one of our leagues. His name's the Kashik. He plays in like 10,000 leagues. But he sent me a text and said, what if we find out Emeka Ibuka is just Keon Coleman?
No, he's not. God. Because Keon Coleman was never Emeka Ibuka. So that I have in confidence. Right.
Emeka had disappeared in the last 2-3 weeks.
Dude, it's because he's working through that injury, bro. Like he's playing through that injury. He's fine. So is Baker, right? He's fine. Now that Bucky's back, if they're back to 90% strength or 75%,
they play the Saints at home this weekend.
I was loving riding that Sean Tucker train for like 2 weeks.
Well,
good Lord.
Yeah. Well, you are
like having a little baby JT. It was like having a little baby JT.
So Ferg, Barbie is second behind me, and we are playing each other at the end this week. And if he beats me, we have the same record.
But gonna win this.
But I have more points, and I beat him. I have like 100 and some odd more points.
So he got to just beat the shit out of you, he got to 90 or something.
Dude, he got to beat the brakes.
Oh no, he can't even catch 100. He's 120 points behind.
Right.
And the league that I'm going for is I have Puka and Jameer Gibbs. If you don't have a combo of Puka and Taylor, or Puka and Gibbs, like because this is what we were saying the other day about lessons learned for this year. Like there's definitely a handful of players that if you don't have in your like Jameer Gibbs had like 62 fantasy points 2 weeks ago. Like how you beat that?
Well, so Lauren, this is the league.
Teams. I beat.
Did you?
This is the league that I had Kareem Hunt as my second running back for most of the year. Like for like 8 weeks of the year, Kareem Hunt was my second. Like the first 8 weeks of the year.
But he played well.
He did. That's why. But also, here's my other part of my team. So Dak, Puka, George Pickens, Jonathan Taylor, Amon-Ra, then Kareem Hunt. Then I have the Cleveland defense, but I also have Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, Jawan Jennings, Jared Goff, and RJ Harvey. So like, and so I'm 10-2-1, and the guy that I tied with is the guy that's second to me, who I'm playing this week. Who, if he beats me, we have the same record, but I still win.
We're gonna need Barbie to come through.
So regardless if Barbie beats me, but let's also say this: he did not spend $1 in Fab the entire season. The entire season.
That's a good.
And I'm in the playoffs. I have to win this week, and like. I was looking ahead too because this is one of the leagues where I got rid of Brian Thomas Jr. And so my wide receivers are like I think it's Ted Aroa and DJ Moore, something like that. So I was like, I have James Wilson, and I have what really helped me out is I have Joe Burrow and Baker, and it's super flex, and now they came back. So I went ahead and put all the chips, and I'm gonna get Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah, that worked out for you last week.
Well, I'm doing this. I put in all my fab for that for Adonai, for Devon Bailey, and then I think it might have been Tesla.
What league is this in? I can take them.
Don't tell me.
It's the only reason I'm talking about is because it's the one league you're not in that I'm in.
Okay. So what league is this since I put my bid in?
No.
Here is Barbie's team in Hoofnagel.
His team is not good.
So hold on. Josh Allen, Jameson Williams, Troy Franklin, Ashton Genty, Jameer Gibbs, Jake Ferguson, Alec Pierce, Dallas Goedert. And then he has Ramondre, Matt Stafford, Rashid Shaheed, Nick Chubb, Joe Mixon, and the New England defense on the bench.
That team has only lost 3 games. That's crazy.
Because it shows you. Gibbs.
Well, it's that. So Lauren, it's that, but here
back and forth between Dak and Matt.
But here's also what this is. No, I have Dak. He's got Josh Allen, right? So he can do Josh Allen and Matt. So what's getting this league in general is that there's 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver running back flex, 1 wide receiver running back tight end flex. Right? So there's 2 flex spots that are different. So that's what it's really evening out like the shit in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Talk about the league, the rosters in Lauren's work league. We need to expand those. These are some shitty rosters. I just want you to know that.
Not mine.
Why? What's the cause?
All right. It is quarterback, running back, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 just random flex, and a quarterback.
Okay, so super flex with.
So the problem is the bench only. There's this crazy long bench, like we're in Dynasty. So there's never anybody. It is Dynasty, but it's never anybody out there to get. Like my team has 4, probably the top 10 running backs in football on it, but I have no wide receivers, and I can't get one. And then half of them have the same bye week because I just don't have the room because I'm not dumping like Chase Brown to pick up.
Right,
Mitchell or like that. I'm not doing no shit like that.
Definitely don't do that.
My running backs are so ridiculous, but nobody would ever trade. I tried to give one away all year.
Yeah, they're weird about trade. It's like
I have McCaffrey, Bucky, Etienne, and A-Chain, and then Brown on the bench because I can't play them all.
I feel like. You went quarterback.
I don't have enough flex spots. I can't play them.
Because I have.
All right, so Ferg, you need to win this week to get into the playoffs. And Hoof,
I have a chance to get in Hoof.
Yeah, you're 6 and 7. No, you're 6 and 7. You got to win.
Oh, that's 6 and 7 is painful.
Oh, I thought I was dead. What spot am I? I'm in 10th though, and I
you're
don't
playing.
have enough
You're
It's
playing.
like the show league. I'm in 10th in the show league.
Oh, you're playing Isaac. You're playing Isaac, bro. You should be able to win this game. Yeah.
But even at 7 and 7, there are so many teams in front of me that if they win, I can't beat them.
Whatever, bro. You still have a chance to win. You still have a chance
Guess
to get
who's going in first place at the family league?
And who's that?
Samantha will be doing it again for the second year in a row.
Family league. They threw the one token out. They threw the one token.
I know who we're kicking out next year.
What kind of shit is that?
My sister's not watching. We're gonna either kick her out or her boyfriend. But Samantha's gonna go in as the number 1 seed again, 2 years in a row.
Young grasshopper.
Young grasshopper.
A young grasshopper.
You already made the playoffs in Lucky 13.
Did I?
Yeah, you made
the my team there is bad too. It is so bad.
You made the playoffs at 6 and 7. Meanwhile, I'm 11 and 2. With
how did I beat you last week in the league? I'm like 1 and 11 in this league we do together, and the one win I have. I'm like, Jeff, like all you gotta do is put players in. Like I didn't even have a full.
I didn't have anybody to play. All my dudes had like the same bye week. So
if you don't get in the playoffs now, enough like I knew I wasn't going.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so Lauren,
lineup in, but that's it.
Lauren, listen to this team that I have that I went 11 and 2 in this league is Drake May, JSN, Jalen Waddle, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jalen Warren, Brock Bowers, George Pickens, Emeka Egbuka, Bucky Irvin, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that's and you said Jahmyr JSN's the other one. If you have like you have to have JSN, Jahmyr, James, one of those guys.
Yep.
But then it's also like I personally, if I'm drafting like 5 or more in Superflex League going forward, I'm gonna start targeting like those. Like if you have JSN and Puka on a team, like you're not gonna get beat. Like I'd rather do that and take like
gonna be tough
quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So
what happened? I'm gonna tell you what the benefit for most of these. The teams that have JSN, Puka, JT, Gibbs, all of those teams rolled the dice on QB, and they all end up with some kind of combination of like Dak or Matt Stafford, who traditionally
Sam Darnold.
Darnold even too, like Darnold. All of these lower end guys that normally tail off or they're up and down, you can't really count on them. Stafford, all these guys, they're all MVP candidates this year. So if you stacked your team with running backs and wide receivers that are 1 and 2, and then you ended up with a guy that's supposed to be QB 19, and now he's QB 3. You're unbeatable. You're unbeatable.
It's almost like for 2 years that we almost started to go through a period where you have to take a quarterback in the first round, and now we're back to the original rules of 10th round.
Because I'm sitting here looking at my team in Lucky 13, knowing I got to win, and I'm like, damn, I really think I should start Dak over Lamar.
Yeah,
like I would have never said no shit like that in the last 5 years. Not the number 1 player in fantasy, I would never say no shit. But I'm thinking I got to start Dak.
And I have literally dropped Brian Thomas.
I got to start Dak and hope the Lions and Cowboys have a shootout.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
I can't even believe I'm saying that.
Dude, you have to start Dak.
I do, but it's just crazy to hear it out loud.
Okay, so I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all remember like a couple weeks back, maybe more than a couple weeks back, I was talking about this guy in my Superflex league that I offered Mac Jones and Brock Purdy for Lamar Jackson. Like I offered him Ashton Genty or Marianne Hampton with Brock Purdy and Mac Jones, for Lamar Jackson, and he declined it and said Lamar is off the table, not on the table. Right. And I was like, I tried. I was like, hey, man, just look at the stats. Like Mac and Brock have been amazing in different weeks. Right. Because they're the same quarterback. Right. It's the same offense. No. Right.
You got to stop being a fan. You got to play to win and don't be a fan.
But it's like now it's like I'm glad I didn't do that because I'm in the playoffs in that league and he's 1 and 11. Or whatever.
Remember, you got mad at me for trading Lamar for Patrick Mahomes?
Listen.
Yeah, I get that. But see, so Patrick Mahomes hasn't been a good fantasy quarterback for years.
He hasn't been a good.
No, he hasn't. And then I got rid of him.
You can say that up until then. At that moment, That was a terrible trade.
Yeah, no,
Unless you
it
have a
wasn't
crystal
great.
ball and got some damn lottery
Yeah.
numbers you need to give me to play
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well,
No, it
I got
wasn't
rid of
great.
Mahomes. Mahomes like
Yeah,
gave up.
at that moment, that was a very bad trade for fantasy purposes.
But the thing is, like, I needed more pieces. There was something else I got with it too. Like, that's why I did it. Like, I could take Patrick Mahomes and he'd be like right under Lamar, and because I needed depth. I think that was when I got. Oh, you know what? I think I got AJ Brown and Patrick Mahomes for.
Oh, I mean, last couple of weeks you've had a good run.
Then it worked out.
AJ,
It's ebbs and
yep.
flows. Everybody's good and everybody's bad.
Well, it's like
Then
no,
I traded
dude, I don't
Mahomes,
like
DK, and Sam Darnold.
Lamar. Just
It's only
has
been
not
like
been
5
good.
dudes that you have not cursed out all year, like Jonathan Taylor, A-Chain. Bad
JSN.
A-Chain game is still
JSN,
13 for 78 and a touch.
Yeah.
I just am
Like,
so worried he's gonna get hurt. He's so little.
I mean, he's so little. Yeah, I get that. And you know what, Lauren? I wanted to tell y'all, Brady and I were just in New Orleans, right? So we went to Houston to trade out my Jeep for another Jeep because the Jeep that I got in May was not a 4-wheel drive. So we swapped it out with that same family for the 4-wheel drive Jeep. But that's her best friend. It's her best friend and her kids. So we went down there and spent, Thanksgiving there, and then spent 2 nights in New Orleans. And we stayed at the Bourbon Orleans Hotel in the French Quarter. So we were half a block from Bourbon, right? So we didn't know this until we got there, but it is one of the top 10 most haunted hotels in the country.
Oh yeah, you can't. My friend's dad,
right?
No, fuck that.
Right, which was really cool. But anyway, so So I was hoping that the Saints were in town, so I looked it up and I was like, "Oh, they're in Miami, but that's cool. I wish they were in New Orleans. We would have gone.
God, you would have got cheap tickets, and that is a really cool stadium to go to.
That's what I told her. I've been to Caesars.
Documentary on Katrina, like you have to go to the stadium. Like
but see, Lauren, don't forget, I was one of the lucky ones that was in the arena when Carolina beat Duke in the Final Four.
That's right. So you have been in the Superdome.
Yeah, I've been in the Caesar Superdome before. Yeah, it's a large place to be. But I wish
you drove to Houston and then drove to New Orleans and then back here.
I would too.
We drove. So we left here. We were driving a Jeep there and a Jeep back, just 2 different Jeeps. So we drove down. We stopped in Mobile. So it was 11 hours away, but it was actually 14 because
that's why you could do
the absolute worst rain I've ever seen in my entire life. Like I would swear that I would swear a 15-mile
in the rain in Houston.
Tornado. Bro, no, we were in between Montgomery and Mobile, Alabama, and I thought we were going to die. But anyway, so then we stopped at Mobile, and then we drove to Houston on Wednesday. We stayed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in Houston. Then we drove from Houston to New Orleans and stayed Saturday, Sunday in New Orleans, and drove back yesterday to Hillsboro. And then I drove back. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I wish they could have been. That would have been.
How long did it take to drive from Houston to New Orleans?
5 hours.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I feel like they're way much further apart. But
No. So look, it takes so on the GPS with no stops, right? It's 10 hours and 45 minutes to Mobile, Alabama. Okay. And then from Mobile to Houston is 7 hours and a little bit.
Houston must be, because Dallas is closer to where I was born in Louisiana than New Orleans.
Dallas is way up.
Yeah,
Dallas
I was born at like the top of the state. What's that?
Zablotny is from the Bayou?
No, not the Bayou. No, my dad was in the Air Force, and my mom's the Louisianan. They must have met. They're divorced. It got so long now, I don't remember. But like they must have met during that time period.
So real quick, if anybody has any fantasy questions they want to throw in the chat, please do so. But do y'all have any fantasy conundrums? Like let's do another 10 minutes. Y'all have any fantasy conundrums that y'all want to talk about that y'all have questions about this week?
Let's see. I was looking through some of my. I have my teams organized.
Give me a this or that so we can help the people out a little bit, right? So give me a this or that.
Let me pull up somebody because I know
Lauren,
I got some.
If you have any this or that, let's talk about that too. Yeah, but San Francisco's on bye this week.
All right, I got one. I'm just looking at the game, so I'm looking at this off the top of my head. Would you play?
I got one too.
Let's see. All right. CJ Williams, CJ, what did I say?
Stroud.
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams
Okay.
against the Packers
Okay.
or Bo Nix against the Raiders.
Caleb.
I don't know.
Oh no, against the Raiders? No, you got to go
Yeah.
Bo Nix. Is it at home?
All right. Bears are on the road. Broncos.
You got to go Bo Nix still. Raiders suck.
Okay.
And
So
it's in the weather too. Like, what's the weather in Green Bay? Is it going to be a tundra?
I have no idea.
I don't think it matters with that defense, Lauren. I don't really think that matters. You know,
All
they're
right,
playing the Raiders.
I got one. Stafford at the Cardinals
Drake Bay.
or Darnold at the Falcons.
Darnold.
Atlanta's defense been pretty good this year, though.
Dude.
Pretty good.
Not recently.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so look, I'll give you one that's more comparable then. Let's go Burrow at the Bills
Oof.
or Hurts at the Chargers.
Mm.
A little harder, huh?
Take
That's a little
Burrow.
harder.
Okay, so hold on. Let's think about this for a second. Because if, let's say, Justin Herbert doesn't play,
Okay.
right? So then they're going to have the ball more.
But the thing about, because Hurts doesn't really need to throw it to get you a lot of fantasy points.
Right, but Saquon has been terrible.
Yeah.
I think Saquon's about to
For
get
Baker
next
this
night. I
week.
think the playoff schedule sets
I
up
mean,
for him
he might be, but
to
I
get
don't
right.
think San Diego is that team to get right against on the run. I don't know, man. Like
I
I think it's more of a Jalen
See,
Hurts, Devontae
Hurts
Smith game.
can have 103 yards passing and still end up with 35 fantasy points because he's gonna
Right.
get 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, I would go Jalen Hurts there. All right, so let me ask you one, and Ferg, I want you to answer from the common sense, not from the heart. Right? I want you to give me your opinion. I don't want heartfelt shit right here. Okay. All right. So Jalen Waddle, at Jets, the Jets, or Egmeka Egbigbu at New Orleans or at home against New Orleans.
I still go Waddle.
I go Waddle last
I go
week,
Waddle not for talent, but only because I just think there are more and more mouths to feed in Tampa Bay, and if Mike Evans is playing, Mike Evans is getting targets.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
right,
but
he
fights a lot with the guys on the field. Like, they'll get into fights with him.
All right, so
just
next,
remember
very
that
similar.
he doesn't do very well against New Orleans. He doesn't do well against New Orleans.
Very similar situation. Jalen Warren at Baltimore, or this is full PPR. So Jalen Warren at Baltimore or Bucky Irving at home against the Saints.
Bucky.
Well, do I get Mason Rudolph or am I getting Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, I say you get Aaron Rodgers. Let's do best case scenario. You get Aaron Rodgers.
I'm thinking Warren.
You think Warren?
Only because I'm thinking Warren because I'm thinking if I'm gonna stick with what we just talked about, and Baker's gonna get his to these plethora of receivers, then what does that necessarily leave for Bucky? Like, it's almost like you got yours last week, we got to get ours, especially if we throw Mike Evans out here. Like, we got to throw the ball if Mike Evans is going to be out here, even though Baker's
the Saints pass defense has gotten, like, significantly better. The run defense, like, Cesar Ruiz has sucked this year. Eric McCoy's out, like, Brian Brzez's been, like...
That's a little closer than I'm thinking. I guess in the end, I go name.
Look at what Achane just did to them.
Yeah,
I mean, I go name and I'll just go Bucky, but that I would not be shocked if I looked at my parlay sheet.
They're going to be so far ahead that they're going to have to run Bucky.
Damn, I was wrong about that.
All right, one more, and you're going to laugh because it's Jalen Warren, right? So different league. This is a super flex league, full PPR. So Jalen Warren, we already know that they're playing at Baltimore, or RJ Harvey at Raiders.
Ooh, RJ Harvey. That's easy.
You know what scares me all the time with the
Raiders? That's so easy. It's not even though that Peyton loves him. It's just that there's no Dobbins. So,
but you know what I could also do? I could also play Jalen Warren. Okay, so here's this one. Since RJ Harvey won that one, let's put him there. So Kareem Hunt at home against Houston, or Jalen Warren.
I wouldn't touch.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't. If I have to flip a coin about it, I always stay away from the Texas defense. That's
Okay.
that's just seems to have been what I've been doing this year. It's been working out for me.
Well, then one more, and then
If it's
Lauren,
a 50-50
I
play, I stay away from the guy playing the Texans.
Yeah.
One more from me. I want a few from you, Lauren, after this one. All right. So then
I only have one.
Now, do we go Jalen Warren or Aaron Jones Sr. at home against Washington?
Is Aaron Jones Sr. hurt though? Again,
Jalen Warren.
Yeah, he's questionable.
I think Jordan Mason's the starter this week, so that's easy for me. Jalen Warren.
Okay, all right, Jalen Warren. Okay, perfect. I'm all tied up. Lauren, what you got?
I don't know that I have a whole lot.
I was any questions at all, or anybody?
I'm gonna put Baker in over Jalen Hurts. Let me do that right now, actually.
Ooh, that's ballsy.
Ooh,
at home against the Saints. He hates the Saints, man.
That's ballsy.
And I get it, man. That is ballsy.
That's an easy one.
I want to talk about something real quick. So something that I heard on the Ballers, and I love those guys. Everybody knows they know their stuff. So let me tell you all something that they said. And Lauren, you're gonna like this. The best, most intriguing playoff defense right now for the fantasy playoffs is New Orleans.
New Orleans, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
They're in the season
right now. So let's see.
They're double digits the last 3 weeks.
Well, let's see who they end with. So this week you got the Bucks. So not great.
Oh
so
God,
in the playoffs,
we got the Jets and the Tennessee Titans.
Right, the Jets and the Titans. Yeah. Right. So So if you are not an owner of the Cleveland Browns defense or of the Seattle Seahawks defense, go grab Cleveland. Go grab New Orleans.
Especially if New Orleans is at
or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to be there too, but go grab New Orleans if you can. They have a very, very. At least you can make it to the championship game, and then you can figure it out.
If they're at home, it's even worse because it's impossible to figure it out.
Right. So you just make it to the championship game, and you figure it out. You just need to get there. But that is a little nugget that I've taken in the last 24 hours. So I wanted to pass that on.
All right, I got one for you. This one's going to be hard.
Okay, what you got?
Daniel Jones in Jacksonville or Tyler Shuck in Tampa Bay?
Daniel Jones. I don't care.
Really? Even with the broken, because he didn't do as well last week.
So Jacksonville's been putting up points. They're scoring 25 plus, and so they're going to have to score. They're going to have to score to keep up with Jacksonville. I think this week because their defense hasn't been great either recently, as far as the Colts go. So they're going to have to score. Michael Pittman's been good. This is a game that JT can get better even if Jacksonville. I think. Well, hold on. Let's look at the last time. Y'all talk amongst yourself. I want to see the last time that JT played Jacksonville because I know he's played them already this year.
Doesn't he usually tear the? I feel like he usually.
Did he
right. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So I think so. So let's see.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm not gonna do anymore. I'm done with the Taysom Hill experience.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought they're a couple games where
they haven't played them this year.
Oh, okay.
They haven't played them this year, but he's slated to get 20 in a half-point PPR.
Who has JT tortured this year?
Everybody. I got a game log right here. So he started off the year at Miami with 13.5. He had 18 for 71. And then Denver, he went 25 for 165 and hold on. Let's see.
Who did he torch that was supposed to be good though? He torched
something. 25 for 165.
Tennessee for 102.
Goodies. Rams.
Yeah, Rams for 76. Raiders for 66. Arizona for 123. Chargers for 94. Titans for 153. Pittsburgh for 45, and then he torched Atlanta for 244, and then 58 and 85. So last week wasn't bad.
He just shut down a little bit.
He had 15 points against the number one defense in football. Okay, so against Jacksonville, he'll be
three catches bailed him out. Yeah, the three catches kind of bailed him out.
Well, it didn't bail him out in Hoofnagel, where it's a half-point PPR and 1 point per 25 yards receiving.
Half-point PPRs and 4-point passing touchdowns are the depth.
And the point. Don't forget about the 25 yards. Don't forget about them 25 yards per point
Yeah,
per
that's the death
reception.
of fantasy.
Like,
I was
25
starting
yards,
to look
bro.
ahead at
Ugh,
where Jameer
killing
Gibbs
me.
is going to be. Like, did you guys look ahead at like schedules for the next couple weeks? Because Jameer Gibbs has a terrible schedule. I was
Well,
like,
I
I was
mean,
starting to freak
so-
out about it.
I think it's just
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs. I think he's schedule proof.
I think so too.
That's just
Yeah,
how I
but
feel about it.
I'm
I
looking.
feel about
Puka
his
has to
schedule
go to
proof.
Seattle.
So let me ask you guys a question. I want you guys to think about something real quick. And there are 3 names that you can say have been the most consistent fantasy football players this year. Right? 3 names. I want y'all to name the 3 names. Name them.
JSN.
Okay.
Achane
Jonathan
and
Taylor.
Taylor.
Not Jonathan
not-
Taylor.
It's Jonathan Taylor, but it's not Achane. He's 4.
Oh, it has to
I was
be.
close. Puka.
Nope.
Unless
Or-
this is like a
it
tight
is
end thing, like
Devontae.
Trey McBride.
No.
Um,
No.
Oh, then I have no idea.
See, and this is proving my point. It's CMC, y'all. Like, this
I was
is
about to
proving
say
my
that.
point. So, like, this is the most quiet fantasy season CMC has had that he's averaged 20 points a game. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
no,
this dude
I play
is-
him at Superflex sometime, like a QB.
Like, dude, yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Why wouldn't you play him in Superflex? Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
play him
Like,
at
play him in
Superflex
Superflex.
at the QB spot,
Yeah.
basically.
He's gonna get the same amount of points.
Trying to
that
get
you
an
said.
extra running back on the squad.
yeah,
Right,
if I
you know
had
what?
extra,
That's a
I
good point,
yeah.
Bert. Let me go ahead and do that in my Superflex league real quick, because that is I have not yet done that this year, but that is a really good
Yeah.
point because I
Basically
have
a quarterback
I have
for fantasy
Christian.
purposes.
Oh, he's off this week. Okay, he would be in my flex. All right. So anyway, anybody
Like
have
here's my. Hold on,
anything
let me give
else?
you a dilemma. I'm gonna
Okay.
give you a dilemma that I have in Lawrence Work League because of this short roster and the buys. I need a wide receiver. I basically have Jalen Naylor and Greg Dortch, but at tight end that I
Dortch.
cannot play, I have Chig, Evan Ingram,
Mm.
Gadsden, and Juwan Johnson. I can only
Mm.
play one of those dudes
I
because
thought
I
we
only
had
have
two.
one flex spot, and
I
gotta
say you play
both.
Jawan. I
This
say you
is
play
why I
Jawan.
hate this roster.
You
So,
play
like I'm
Jawan.
saying, I have no receiver to play. Like I gotta play either Jalen Naylor or Greg Dortch.
Well, don't you have my
Because this
first pick
roster
for
is
next
so
year? Because you
small.
got a couple receivers then. But I don't know.
You play Jawan, bro.
I mean, that's not the question.
But the
I'll
Eagles are
have like
playing.
5 tight ends I can play, but I only need one. But I have no wide receivers. Not a one.
Mm.
I had Tyreek, and I thought I was going to be stacked all year.
You also
and
had Cortland
and then it
Sutton,
all
and you
went to
traded him
shit.
to me.
Yeah,
You begged for him.
but like, is there nobody? Is there nobody on the waiver wire that you
Nope.
can pick up? Like
Nothing. Durst the
Like,
Dut.
hold on, who's that dude that Lauren put in a request for earlier that she was talking about? The dude from
The
Tennessee.
best receiver on the
And
waiver
starts
wire
with
right
A.
now is Van Jefferson. That's the best wide receiver on the
That's
wire.
tough.
It's tough.
That's tough.
Like I can't do that.
They're definitely like people are definitely not.
That's tough, my
but
dude.
I
No,
would
I'm gonna
have.
tell you about that.
I had
I'm
Darius.
gonna
You
tell
could have
you
traded
about
me Darius Slayton because I just picked up Darius Slayton for like a couple picks in
Because
that
you're
league.
greedy. Everybody keeps picking up people, won't let me get nobody.
No, I traded for him because I was like, I was having way too much fun with the trades.
Well,
I have like
that's
no
what
picks
happens.
for next year.
That's fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody
All right,
wants
so
to trade.
look, one final question, and then I want to get out of here because I want to go downstairs. So let me ask
my
you guys a
best
question.
trade in that league.
How many?
I got Brees Hall.
This is going to
I
take you a
traded Brees
minute,
Hall.
so I'm going to start with Lauren.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
No, I traded Brees Hall for Olave and Ollie and Ollie. I thought that I liked that one a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Olave. All right, so Lauren, this is going to take Ferg a little while to figure out. So I want to ask you first: how many fantasy leagues are you in, and how many are you playoff bound with 1 week remaining? And do you have any leagues that you have to win to get in?
Yeah, I have a
Ooh, I
bunch.
can tell
So
mine.
I would say I have one solid that I know I'm good to go in out of 8. Like that I'm not worried. And then I'm watching the show league is
Okay.
still up in the air. I got 1, 2,
Right, me too for the show league.
3, 4. I have 4 that are in the air. 1 solid,
Okay.
4 in the air out of 8.
Okay. All
This
right.
year was,
one
like
solid,
I said,
4 in the air out of 8.
This year was brutal.
Okay. Fair. I mean, it's fair. I mean, you gotta, just make
It's the
sure.
same.
I
I
mean,
say it
you're
every
gonna
year.
do
I'm
the
like,
right
I
things. I'm
have
sure
the
to get
habit
there.
of, yeah, I draft the same fucking teams all the time, and that's the problem.
Look, all right. So, Ferg, give
Hold
us a
on,
count.
I'm looking. I'm looking. 15,
All right. So look, I'll go ahead while
20.
Ferg, because we all knew it was
All
gonna
right,
take a
so I
while.
have
So
204 teams. Right now, I can guarantee that 74 of them are going to make the playoffs.
I
And
love
then I
that for
have
you.
a stack of like 7 and 6 or 6 and 7 teams that are like in spot 7.
It would be
Yeah,
really cool to
yeah,
put your
yeah.
204 teams on spreadsheets and just see, like, on the teams that are in the playoffs, like which player is.
That's
Which,
some. You remember that? You remember that movie with Kevin Spacey about the card counting? I think it was called 21 or whatever it was about how
no,
he
I
gets
didn't
the
see
card
that.
count. That's kind of what that's like. You gotta put it on the spreadsheet, figure out what formula works. Instead of just
Yeah.
fucking with it at the draft. You know what I'm saying? Because
I would
this
be
year,
so curious
something
if there's
complete.
like a pattern to his teams in the play. Like, I
Well,
bet half of them have JT.
I bet there is. But see, you
Yeah.
know what? Also, you have to look at is league rules and shit because the league rules are so different and they change things.
Oh,
so
wait a minute. Hold
dramatically.
on. I lied because, hold on. This thing split up my best ball teams from my other teams.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
actually have,
Are you counting best? I didn't count best ball.
hold on. I think I have about 93 teams that are in playoff contention right now out of
Okay, that's dope.
204.
That's dope. That's dope. Awesome, man. I'm in 6, and I'm in the playoffs in 6, and I have won the regular
Well
season
done.
in 3.
And what's your
And
common
He's
denominator
hot
on
this year.
those teams?
He's hot this year.
the common denominator is playing to the rules of the league because,
Okay.
like, when Merrill and Hoofnagel, which everybody wants to win, and it's like he changed the scoring to 1 point per 25. He changed receiving to 4 points for the quarterback touchdowns, and he changed the positioning, of the players. And so it's just really, you just got to pay attention. But also having Puka and having JT and having Drake May and having, all those guys, Jahmyr Gibbs, it doesn't hurt, right? You have to draft well. Right, you just have to draft well, and you have to pay attention.
You have to draft well,
the
but then you also have
on
to
who
hope.
you can pick up because, as I said, I was rocking Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
So I was wrong.
I mean,
So
I was
looking at the
rocking
record.
Kareem Hunt forever.
Forever. That's that dude, Kareem. So I was wrong. I should have gone by the ranking of each team. So that when I counted all the teams that are currently at least in 6th spot right now, I'm at a 129.
Wow. Okay.
I like that. I'm here for it. I hope you win that money back, my dude. So all I know is I got some money coming to me for Hoofnagel and a chain coming to me for Hoofnagel. Let's see if I can double up and keep this bad boy for one more year and make Ferg upset.
I want to take down
for one more year
it's the
on this show.
First year of the work league. I'm the only girl in the work league. I'm like, I gotta take it down.
Lauren,
you think so?
Lauren, I'm hoping we can get you in this league next year. I'm hoping we get a dropout or two.
I don't think I'm gonna let Lauren.
I don't know if we will. I don't know if we will, but it would be fun. It is an in-person draft for the most part, if you can. And I know that's difficult because of your location. But
when is
it
your
is a good
wedding?
group.
I was gonna say that's the other
You
part
can
of
meet
it.
all the folks.
December 5th.
When is your wedding? Oh, it's too late.
December 5th. That's not affecting.
I was gonna say, well, Dad, we should have got that.
Hey, we can do the bachelor. We can do the bachelor party.
I still think that we should do that. That would be so fucking cool.
That could be the bachelor party. That could be the bachelor's
that would
party.
be so
you know what I mean?
cool to be in Raven
Let's
Stadium
do that.
and do that.
I think we should do that. All right. So I got to go downstairs. So let's check this out. Does anybody have anything else to talk about fantasy? Because besides obviously take your Thursday night players out of the flex and put them in your starting lineup. Leave yourself the flexibility to change players and pick up free agents. So what do you say, Lauren?
I had one thing. It's not football related. I just have to say because I promised myself I'll say. Just so yesterday was World AIDS Day, and this month is like AIDS Awareness Month. So Donald Trump has decided we're not going to celebrate, because we all grew up during that time period. So just everybody, please remember that is what December is, and we don't need to just forget about it because somebody told us.
Man, I'm sitting here
fight the power.
Woo! All right, Radio
You guys
Raheem.
remember we lived
All
through
right.
that shit, man.
Yeah, oh,
The
yeah,
movie
for sure.
Kids came out.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Oof.
well. All right, folks. Well, I hope y'all have an amazing evening and amazing week. And I will talk to you guys, obviously in text, but see you guys next week. And for all of y'all listening out there, fuck your team per usual. But also, good luck going into the last week of the regular season. May the fantasy gods bless you. May the fantasy demons possess your opponents. And
yes.
Let's get into the playoffs. As long as you get into the playoffs, there's a chance to win.
You got a chance at your money.
Thing. I've won a league going into the playoffs at 6 and 7. I will not ever discount. Yeah. Right? Just get into the league, play a hot streak, pick up free agents, listen to us, listen to the other podcast, and just pay attention. So until next week, I think next week may be our last, or maybe we have a few more for this year. We'll figure it out. But we'll probably be here next week. But until next time, Big Jeff, Lauren Houdat, down in Houdat Nation, but up in Ravens Nation. I'm the champ again. I don't know what to say about that.
A different name now. You have
I'll just put times like 8 on it next time.
Yeah, you need to start putting
fuck this dude and his team.
Can I put little trophy icons right next to the P right here?
Yeah, you can. You nice. Do it on your phone.
You can do whatever you want. Carve your name in.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right. Well, I will holla at y'all later. And for all out there in fantasy world, good luck. And we will see you next time.
Peace.